Alright, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to another Star Wars The Old Republic inspired video. And in today's little episode, I've just decided I'm just going to call each one of these Old Republic videos just episodes. It's just easier for me anyway. So anyway, in today's episode, we're going to be doing a Stronghold tour. Now this episode is just basically going to be just that, honestly. That's it. It's just going to be a Stronghold tour. So anyway, we have a total of about 5, maybe 6 strongholds that we're going to go through. First stronghold we are currently at is my main character's Lair of Shadows. Next we're going to be taking a look at Inquisitor Sophia's Imperial Sanctuary, followed by Sophia's Chamber of Truth, Raffin's Chamber of Truth, and then we're going to take a look, just a little short look at the Umbaran Train Stronghold. For the Manon and the Rishi one, I don't think I'll be doing those because those are not really decorated that much, honestly. So let's just get in with the episode, shall we? So anyway, this stronghold is actually one of the very first strongholds, and I believe this is actually the very first stronghold ever that I purchased when Galactic Strongholds released for the first time. I might be wondering, how do I have duplicate strongholds? Server merge. That's all I'm going to say. So anyway, as you enter the stronghold, you'll be greeted by the entryway. We got the little Varroa Den's companion that'll greet you there. A couple of posters, not really much of anything interesting. You got the Light versus Dark Datacron decoration from the event as well. Little table arrangement. Furniture there. But yeah, I mean, overall, not really much of anything. You got the Cantina Tour poster here, the HK 47, I think? Is that 47, or which one is this? Doesn't say. Anyway, fight for the meat bags. Let's just do that. But anyway, so yeah, that's the entryway. You come out to the hallway. Got a couple of trophies here and there. I love these decorations. The Orconian Brazers, are they? Yeah, Orconian Brazier. Those are by far one of my favorite decorations. And then of course you have just some decorations here and there. You got a couple of Sky Troopers. You got the crystals, the crystal ceiling, whatever. This is a cool water fountains or waterfall, whatever. And I decided to make this little room into the master bedroom for my main character. You got the Holocron of Despair in the ceiling. You got 2 of the treasure crates, I believe. Of course, the Wing of the Architect. You got the Gormedian Guard from the Nightlife event. Lord Addison as a holoprojector. You got the Datacron little table stand here. You got a couple of Sky Trooper stuff. Then, of course, these are pretty much my main posters. So, here's a funny story. Any poster that I like, the absolute most will go into the master bedroom. That's literally it. So you got the Darth Malgus poster from the Cantina Tour from this past, actually last month, I believe. Poster there. You got the big-ass Droman Koss poster there. You got the very first original Star Wars The Old Republic loading screen / poster hanging on the wall there. And then the Welcome to Capero Flashpoint poster right there as well. I believe that was also a part of a live stream or a Cantina Tour. I don't recall correctly. But correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that was from a Cantina Tour. I know it was from a code, that's all I remember. It was either from a code or all subscribers got that. I don't know. Then of course the little arrangement furniture there. I actually did have a it was like a huge bar looking furniture piece here, but it just kept taking up too much room, so I decided to get rid of it and replace it. So anyway, the next room you come into is pretty much the main section of the room. You got the Galactic Trade Network room. Of course, you got a little Gand NPC garden this entire place. Some champagne glasses. I'm not even joking, any environmental, not any, but the Voss shrubs are by far my most #1 favorite environmental furniture pieces ever. And of course, you got the little cantina table, the gambler's table, I think. Main vendors: industrial, synthetic, and universal droids. Got the item modification station here and the appearance modification. And of course, the legacy bank, the cargo bay, and the guild bank, and of course another Malgus poster there, along with the Hive of the Mountain Queen on story mode, I believe. And of course the Trade Network mailbox. Finally managed to get a couple of the grease spheres. And then for the wall decorations, I had like trophies here in the beginning, but ever since they came out with the loading screen posters, I decided to put those there for permanent. So it's all in order though. You got the original Star Wars The Old Republic poster here, followed by the Rise of the Hutt Cartel. I forgot for a second, but Rise of the Hutt Cartel. Then you got Galactic Starfighter, Galactic Strongholds, Shadow of Revan, Knights of the Fallen Empire, and Knights of the Eternal Throne. I really do wish that they would make another poster for the Osis, I believe. The Osis storyline, because now we have a new loading screen. We should have that loading screen as a poster. Same thing goes with the next expansion, 6.0 Onslaught. We really should have a poster of that loading screen with these, in the same design as those. Anyway, moving on. So you walk down the hallway, you'll be greeted with the hangar. Now this hangar used to house a bunch of my own personal vehicle mounts, but it just got too much, so I decided to transform it into an actual hangar. So we just got pretty much the average hangar utilities. Of course, some trophies here and there. I'm probably going to take those away and replace them with something else. But you got C2N2, 2VR8 working together. And then, of course, a couple of Imperial soldiers, some Imperial starfighters. I still got a couple of mounts here and there that I think would fit the hangar-wise, or the hangar theme, I should say. And yes, I kept these little Cantina Tour mounts here, just because those are pretty much my favorite ones. Favorite design ones, anyway. I'm probably going to end up changing those anyways, so probably later down the line. Exiting out of the hangar, you're greeted by two different staircases. The staircase on the left. On the left is pretty much decorated with a couple of trophies, same posters, the Ambassador poster or something like that, but with a bunch of Datacrons, all organized on order. And then of course you're greeted by, I keep forgetting what this guy is. What is he? He's not the commander, he's a Katana slave driver. Anyway, you'll be greeted by him, and then you'll come to the official council room. Council chamber, I should say. You got a bunch of Dreadmaster, or Dreadful Thrones, there we go. You got a bunch of those, because I'm super addicted to the Dreadmaster theme. Of course, you got Valen's holoprojector here, Darth Hexed companion, as well as the Tukata companion. Bunch of holocrons. You got the Emperor's Royal Guard here, along with the Pureblood, and as well as the Eternal Throne. By far, my second favorite throne, which is actually funny. The Dreadful Throne would originally be my #1 favorite, but it's not. It's actually my third favorite. My second favorite is the Eternal Throne, and my first, well, I'm not going to spoil what my first favorite throne is because you'll be seeing that in the next Stronghold. We also have a Emperor's Hidden Treasure, I think it's called. Emperor's something. Reclaimed Treasure of the Emperor. That's what it is. And it's got a little ability that you can do here. You can press this, but it'll just shock you, really. Really neat looking effect, gotta admit. Anyway, so the next room, it's actually a funny story. when Knights of the Fallen Empire released, I was a huge sucker for Sky Troopers everywhere. Although they were such a pain in the ass to actually kill, because there were so many of them, it was ridiculous. But the story is, my main character, Shaynara, she fought off the entire Eternal Throne Empire, or whatever you want to call it, army. And throughout the destruction of the Fallen Empire, the Eternal Empire, she managed to reclaim a bunch of Sky Troopers and brought them back to her place in Dromenkaas to reconstruct them for her own use. And so she's still collecting. Well, she stopped collecting after a while, but yeah, she pretty much collected as much as she could to put to her own personal use, and hopes to one day acquire an actual companion, which is really fucking weird if you think about it. We still do not have a Sky Trooper personal companion. That's really fucked up. We have one, I should say we had one in one of the chapters, but it was just for a short time. Anyway, the first room on the far right corner is more of a meeting, gathering room, if you will. Got a little meeting table here with a holocron, some banners here and there, some Sky Trooper stuff. Not much, but I've managed to fill each gap in this little room. I'm actually really proud of this room. I don't know why, just really am. This is probably my favorite room in this Stronghold. Next room in the middle is, of course, the medical room. The majority of these, actually all of these, I believe, came from the Star Fortress flashpoint when it actually dropped the loot back in the day. Managed to farm up a bunch of stuff. As well as one of my closest friends, he would always lend me some of the decorations that he never used. And a lot of decorations were Sky Trooper inspired, so. And then the last room on the far left corner is just a meditation room. You got Emperor Valkorion on the left and Lord Dromoth on the right. And it's just a little meditation room, not really anything much. Got a bunch of dreadful altars here and there, some datacrons. That's pretty much it. And so that does it for the three back rooms. For the next staircase, not really much of anything interesting here. I haven't really been decorating. There's like only 3 little mini pets down here. I need to really update this staircase bad. But anyway, going out into the balcony is pretty much where all the corruption, I should say, happens. You got a bunch of Nephra-looking inspired creatures, as well as a Droke. A bunch of holocrons, obviously. You got the Hypergate decorations. And of course, the Korriban main center of main attraction, I should say, the Obelisk. And of course, you got Dreadmaster Styrak and Brontes guarding it as well. And I believe that pretty much does it for this Stronghold. There's not really much to show in this one. So let's go ahead and head back to the entryway. Because I've learned if you go to another Stronghold and you're, say, like upstairs, it'll teleport you upstairs for whatever reason. So anyway, moving on to Inquisitor Sophia's Imperial Sanctuary. Like I said, the reason I got duplicate Strongholds is from the server merge. Oh. Don't you hate it when Coca-Cola loses its taste after a while? Ugh. Ah. Anyway. So I've been working a lot on this recently, within the past couple of months. I wanted to have this Stronghold to be more Sith-inspired. So you'll be greeted by the entryway. Just a casual looking entryway. You got a little table here, some chairs, some banners. My favorite trophies out of them all, the Gods from the Machine, each one. And of course the little Kuat Drive Yard artwork. It's not my favorite, but it looks really nice. So, stepping out, you'll be greeted by the main, not really the main, I should say, one of the throne rooms. It houses the Eternal Throne with the Holocron of Despair. A couple of Padawans meditating. And of course you got the big dude meditating. I forgot what he is. And of course I love the Oricon, the Pathway to Oricon artwork, as well as the Dromenkaas artwork. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You got a little golden chest back here. Moving on, same thing as the other Stronghold. You got the Galactic Trade Network area. Of course, a couple of vendors here and there. Cargo bays all unorganized, all together. Cargo bay, Legacy, Guild Bank. Same thing, really. I haven't really done much in here. As for wall decorations, I just got a banner. Got the golden plated hut, Corbon. And of course I got the hut holoprojector disguise. That's about it. In the hallway, it's nothing really special, just Sith themed. One of my favorite rooms is the training room. Actually, I managed to convert the hangar into a fully operational training area. Kind of like a training arena, but just more of a training chamber, if you will. Got a couple of Seat of Rage decorations here. Brontes is guarding the entryway, as well as Styrak. Some bunk beds here and there, some civilians, and of course you have Valen and Lord Asina, or not Asina, I'm sorry, Addison. Can't fucking remember how to pronounce her name. Addison. That's pretty much it, though. I'm really proud of this room the most, though. I don't know why. Stairways. Both stairways are actually pretty similar. You got a bunch of material, crafting material, but they're just used for like just the sole purpose of decorations. Of course, you got a little table here and a bed or couch, and then of course you come into the main council room right here. You got a couple of thrones here and there. Nothing really interesting. You got one of the Gemini droids over here. Moving into the back room, this decoration I don't think I'm going to keep back here. I just placed it here to see what it actually looked like. But this is a part of the Rackle event. You can get this from one of the the Rackle vendors. One of my favorite rooms is actually this one on the far right corner. It's one of my main character's bedrooms, Lord Snake, or I should say Dark Emperor Snake. Obviously that's not his name in the game, but this is his bedroom. He shares this bedroom with his lovely wife, Jaisa. So she's in here as well. Of course, you got my favorite plant. A couple of decent artworks. Made this as Sith themed as possible. And obviously, as I mentioned in the previous Stronghold, the Emperor's Throne? Right? I think it's the Emperor's Throne. Throne of the Sith Emperor. That is by far my #1 top favorite Sith throne out of them all. Funny story, when the Sith themed decoration bundle released, if I can find it. Yes, the Sith Lord's Artifacts decoration bundle. As soon as that released, I jumped onto this character, Dark Empress, and made a guild just for myself, just to donate as much of this decorations, or as much of these decorations as possible. And I'm still working on it too, so by far my top favorite. Moving on to the middle room is one of my other main characters' room, my bounty hunter Shainara. This is going to be her bedroom, and she's more classy, if you will, because she's a bounty hunter. But she's got her own little fireplace, some artifacts. Of course, she loves anything Sith as well. She's got her own little turtle here, and the Devious Creep, I believe. I don't know why, I just really like that creature. It's really cute. And of course, she's got her own little GTN up here as well. Moving on, the last room is pretty much the Osis room, or I should say the Crystal room. I forgot I had you there. But anyway, so yeah, these crystals, majority of these crystals I have purchased from the Osis vendor. Not this one. Ignore the floating crystal in the middle. This does not come from Osis. This came from a cartel pack. But everything else that you see in this room is from Osis, just not this. And of course you got the Exiled Knight right there. course, you got some little, yeah, those. Anyway, some of these were drops from the OSIS, some of the NPCs, they would drop these. Yeah, but majority of these were purchased from the Reputation vendor. Moving on to the balcony. The balcony doesn't really have much to it. It's got a couple of statues here and there. It's got three of my favorite gods from the machine. You got Vila, I believe. That should be Esne and Skyva. You watch, I'm wrong about the first two. Well, anyway, that's, yeah, we're just going to leave it at that. And at the top balcony, we got the Dread Fortress portal, a couple of holocrons with two Brontes statues. I'm actually a little bit disappointed in this Dread Fortress portal. I'm not 100% disappointed. I'm only like 20, maybe 15%, because it doesn't really do much, you know. I honestly, at first, I thought if you, and this was back when this was back when this decoration was data mined, I had actually a small little thought that if you purchased this decoration, you could walk through and it would teleport you to Oricon. That would have been so fucking awesome, though. Yeah, man, that'd be so sweet. But anyway, so that's Shanara's Stronghold. We're gonna go ahead and stuck it. And now we're gonna move on to, as long as I got credits, we're gonna move on to Sophia's Chamber of Truth. Now, I believe this one was one of the very first, I believe this one was the very second Stronghold ever that I purchased. And then I believe Raffin's Stronghold was transferred over. We'll go ahead and go through the cinematic though. There's a funny story too about what's on the balcony. You'll see it in just a second. That fucking decoration is a bitch. And I'll show you why too in a minute, but I forgot to get rid of those decorations. Whoops. Yeah, some of the decorations that are on Coruscant are, they're not supposed to be there, basically. So stepping into the entryway, you're greeted by pretty much just a peaceful little place. Oops. Not today, Jason.
Don't kill too many without me.
I promise I won't. Anyway, so you got little arrangements, some environmental stuff. You got P3KP, one of my favorite companions guarding the entryway. You got a bunch of trophies here and there. Hallway, pretty much the same thing. Trophies, artwork, just all out. Then, of course, you have the master bedroom. This is my main character's, pretty much my Jedi Consular Sophia's bedroom. And obviously it's quite empty. I haven't really had time to really rearrange this whole place. They got the meditation chair here. That's pretty much it. Some drinks here and there. And of course, the main trade room, kinda. Got a bunch of trophies here and there. Vendors as usual. Collect Trade Network. These two decorations were from the Cantina tour of 2019. And of course, it's the usual cargo bays. Nothing special, unfortunately, but it'll do. Main hangar, I haven't really edited this in quite a while, so it's still the same as it was when I originally purchased it. I have not really touched anything in here. So everything that's in here is just, it's been here for however many years. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Moving on for the staircases, I believe that each staircase is pretty much the same. Not really. This one doesn't really have much to it other than trophies and one single mini pet. This one has a couple of flags with a couple of datacrons. Upstairs is more of the, I wouldn't say throne room, but it's more of kind of like a meeting room, if you will. I super love this table the most. It also has a little button you can interact with as well. A little Jedi Padawan here. And of course, I also have the loading screens. All of the loading screens for these. Obviously, I had to do 2 of the original Old Republic because I just didn't have anything else. These you can interact with, the Jedi libraries, but they don't do anything. It's just that. That's it. Moving on. Oh, I forgot all about that. Okay, so obviously we're going to leave that for last. The room on the right, far right corner, is my Jedi Knight's room, guarded by Lord Scudge. As you can tell, got Kira right there, still waiting for her. Fuck you, BioWare, for holding her hostage. You bastards. Middle room is the Datacron room, actually. It took me so long to actually, well, not really. It took me quite a while to get all of these together. And it's just all-out Datacrons. It's literally all there is in here. These are actually some of my favorite trophies as well. Each one of these were from the Eternal Championship, so I decided to place them there. Alright, so this room, I'm not even joking, when this decoration, and you can see it too right here, this decoration when it first released, I had actually posted a forum post on the Harbinger server, when it used to be Harbinger, saying whoever had the treasure crates, if you didn't need them, I will personally buy them off of you, because I was determined, there we go, to collect all of these. And I actually did when the max limit was 50, and I believe it still is, isn't it? Or is it up to 900 now? No, it's still 50. Okay, but I still own over 100. So, but anyway, so yeah, these are all the treasure crates. You got the treasure lift there, whatever it's called. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is my most favorite fucking room. The treasure vault. Nothing but treasure. And of course, a destroyed Sith artifact. But that's besides the point. I managed to put at least what I could anyway, as much treasure here as possible. Of course, you got the gold-plated hut, you got the abstract colors painting. Yeah, that's a bunch. Not only a bunch, but, you know, you get the idea. I love this room so much. Of course, it's also guarded by the cool knight. So anyway, moving on to the last part, the balcony. Balcony. It's not really too much of anything interesting yet. Some couches here. These are little meditation pillars that you can actually meditate on. These, I believe, came from Osis. These were just decorations I need to actually get rid of. Go. Oh, that's fine. Take that. Of course, these are little shrines here and there. But yeah, I put them out there just to look at them to see what they actually look like, and I never removed them. So, might be wondering, what the fuck is this decoration? This decoration is stuck. And I mean that literally. I did not realize how big this decoration was. And it even looks like it's a part of the balcony. It's not. This motherfucker is legit stuck. I cannot remove it whatsoever. Now, obviously, I can reset the decorations, but I don't want to do that. So this little fucker has been stuck here for the past, ever since Osis released, actually. And I can't even tell you what the name of it is because you can't click anything. Literally. The shrines over here are stuck. This whole decoration is stuck, and I even submitted a ticket to BioWare and asked them if they could remove this decoration. Do you know what their response was? We're sorry, but we can't. So fuck you. But it's still, I mean, it's my fault for fucking putting it there. You know, it's whatever. So that was Sophia's Chamber of Truth. We're going to move on to Raffin's Chamber of Truth now. Now, like I mentioned, the Rishi one and the Manon Stronghold we're not going to visit because they're not really decorated anything as much. So entryway. You got the Gods from the Machine trophies here. Got a little arrangement, some environmental stuff here and there, some tool racks here and there, some artwork. Hallways, nothing really special. The hallway's more Jedi themed, and of course the main master bedroom is a lot more decorated. This would actually be, I mean, honestly, my Jedi Knight and my Jedi Consular would definitely share this bedroom. They're not married or anything, but they would definitely share this bedroom. Of course, you got some little artworks here and there. Some classic stuff. I really love this bedroom. Same thing, you guessed it, trade network. Some little environmental stuff here and there. The main cargo bays here and there, abstract. Main hangar is, I believe, the same thing, just it houses a bunch of mounts here and there. It's got some armory stuff here, as well as some ammunitions and such. And I actually organized this room a lot more than I remember. Because this room kind of looked like Sophia's, where it had a bunch of mounts, etc. But I removed a bunch of it, made it more organized and more professional. And so yeah, I like it. And of course you also have two of my favorite mounts as well. Pathway mounts, whatever the hell these are called. Moving on to the staircases, I don't think there's really much going on with the staircases. You just got some crafting crystals here and there, and some datacrons on the other side. We've already seen the datacrons though, so we're going to look at the pretty colored crystals. First, you got the environmental stuff here. Main room up top is, as I mentioned, is going to be the same thing, more of a council room. This one is actually much more of a Jedi Council related room because of all the Jedi personnel as well. I'm super hyped to actually have the Natolian species. I know I'm pronouncing that fucking name wrong, I don't care. But so you got all this, some slicing stuff, don't ask why, I don't know. Of course you got a little arrangement, some environmental stuff. Moving on to the next room, more decorated, more peaceful. You got a little water fountain here. This room has not been decorated. Middle room, bedroom. Yes, sounds right. Not really anything. It's not really anyone's bedroom certain. Just more of a guest room, really. So technically, I guess you could say this would be like a trooper's room, sorta. I don't know. I'm just guessing. This room has not been decorated. That's the only room that's been decorated. Okay. Moving on to the balcony, where a decoration is not stuck. This one is more peaceful and more relaxed, calm. Got some fountains here and there, some arrangements. What is this decoration called again? Ancient Library Databanks. Now, unfortunately, there's not really much you can do on this. You can't really interact with anything here. So yeah, that does it for both the Dromancast and Coruscant Strongholds. Hope you guys enjoyed those. Next off, we're going to be taking a look at the last Stronghold. Well, I should say second to last. Shenra's Umbaran train station, base, whatever. Now, I'm still disappointed in this. I was really hoping that we would get some sort of Umbaran-themed Stronghold, but I did not expect a train. So I was really kind of devastated about that. I don't really care for the train as much, but because it's Umbara, I decided to keep it in honor of Clone Wars Adventures. Of course, this is a little cutscene that you get, and it'll also show you a couple of decorations that are already on there. But yeah, I haven't really touched this I haven't touched this train in quite a long time, so Yes, I mean, it pretty much shows you everything that I've already put on there, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Of course, you got the Dread Enhanced Rancor right there. Of course, you got the main control system right there. Man, I'm sorry, I just love how these characters are. I love how these characters act. Okay. So, Jasa.
Don't kill too many without me.
Look, I love you, Jasa, but you don't need to be here right now. One of the reasons I hate this Stronghold, I did not mean to, is because of how fucking laggy it is, man. It's so fucking laggy. I don't remember putting that there. But anyway, you'll be greeted off with Shipment. Shipment Part 1. Let's just call it that. And this is an actual decoration right here. This isn't a part of the Stronghold. This is actual decoration. Next room is the Sky Trooper room, obviously. I always like to think of it as it's a Sky Trooper shipment to Shay. It's being delivered to her. So, this is, I'm not even joking when I say this is probably the most organized room right in this Stronghold. Exiting out, you got the giant ass Oriconian warrior, I believe, for a centerpiece. Got Rokus guarding. You can actually go upstairs too. Now, I do apologize if you guys get motion sickness, because sometimes I will. So do not blame me for this. But you can pretty much decorate the entire... God fucking... I'm going to try and make this quick. You can pretty much decorate the entire roof of the train. And, see, I am more than likely going to get rid of this Stronghold. But I could not for the life of me figure out what to do on top of this. It really doesn't deserve to have any decorations on the top, in my honest opinion. Because who's going to come to a train and be all, hey, can we get up on the roof? Like, no. So, everything is... it's random. Believe it or not, I actually did glitch out of this the very first day I bought this. I managed to actually glitch out of the train onto the environment. But unfortunately, you're trapped in the same loop as the train is. So you can't go wandering off and you can't go explore the city of Umbara. You're literally stuck in the same trance as the train, so you're moving along with the train. Giant ass hex field. What is this? I don't think I can interact with that. Of course, giant ass generator. Excuse you. And of course, next room is more of a treasure vault as well. You got some treasure crates here, you got some Geonosian eggs, I believe. And some huts here and there. You got Krull, K1Z3N, Personal Warbot, and Q077. Oh, next room is nothing really special. Just that. Got some giant ass missiles here and there, some ammunition. Of course, you got Tithe up here guarding. Don't know how he hasn't fallen off in the past couple of years. Moving on, this is more of a... I don't know what the fuck you would call this, just a random ass room. And then of course you got my big baby. Isn't he so lovely? He's so cute. The Dread Enhanced Rancor. Of course with the giant ass crystal. GTN, cargo. Some NPCs here and there, some companions. Got Arkin over here. Got Scotch, HK55 and 51. the Banshee, and of course Sinya. And that pretty much does it for the Umbaran train. Oh. Let's get out of this before I actually vomit. I know it's not too bad, but if I stay there long enough, oh, my stomach gets so sick. It sucks. So anyway, last stronghold of the video is my own personal headquarters for the Forgotten Sith Cult, which is my guild. Now, of course, I'm still decorating this stronghold as well. The entryway is not quite done yet. You know, I just realized there's a tiny little Datacron in there. I did not know that. Or, I'm sorry, Holocron. I never knew that. Come out through the hallway. It's more Sith-themed as possible. You got one of the main throne rooms in here, as well as a torture chamber. That's some, I'm sorry, not torture chamber, interrogation tables. I don't know why I said torture. I have yet to do anything with this room because I do not have any of the materials for the Galactic Trade Network. The main hangar is kind of similar to the training room as well. Of course, you got my favorite throne right there. Yeah, it's sort of similar to the training arena. Bunk beds are different. Got a bunch of different NPCs here and there. I like this room a lot. I just realized you're clipping a bit. Staircase. The staircases are actually quite the same, if not the same. Yeah, almost the same. I got some Sith ashes over here and some altars over here. And then, of course, you come into the official throne room. One of my most favorite, obviously. As you can tell, I'm pretty OCD. Or whatever the hell the organized thing is. I don't fucking know anymore. The back room just has a couple of civilians locked up. No reason, just because. And then, of course, you have the official interrogation / chamber room. So if you piss off a pureblood, you're going in there. You got the you got the official bedroom, bedroom quarters, if you will. I believe the second one is also, or I'm sorry, the third one is also the Sith Acolytes room. It's more of a guest room, though, I should say. And then for the balcony, I don't really think there's much on the balcony. Of course, you have my big baby as well. Mr. Dreadenhance. Mr. Handsome. But yeah, I haven't really done much to this. There hasn't really been much to really do in this stronghold. It's still work in progress, obviously. My guild is nothing. Honest, I'm going to say this right now. There's only like 2 different people that are in this guild, and the rest of the people are literally my alternate characters, which is hilarious. But anyway, so yeah, that pretty much does it. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this little Stronghold tour video. Now, I don't normally say this, but if you guys actually read the description in the video, underneath the video there's a description box. I'm not saying to do this, but it would help out a lot with both my channel and with the game itself. I always have a referral link that is linked down in the description. If you click it, you will get a certain amount of days for free, absolutely 100% free for subscription time, for you guys to test out the Old Republic. If you're new to the game, you can test it out. And of course, you also get some extra free merchandise. Well, let's call it merchandise, if you will, in-game, through the in-game mail. But you get quite a bit of stuff for free, and it also helps me out as well. So anyway, like I said, you don't have to do it, but it would be very much appreciated. But anyway, until the next video, hope you guys enjoyed this little whatever you want to call it, the Stronghold tour. And I'll talk to you guys later.